What is good, YouTube fam? My name is Alex, and let's talk drums. Specifically, let's talk double stroke rolls. Now, a couple years into my playing, I kind of hit a point with all of my fills, everything I was playing, where I just hit this super brick hard ceiling in this plateau, and I could not seem to break out of it, learn anything different, do anything different. And the number one thing that completely transformed my playing overnight was learning proper double stroke roll technique and being able to incorporate double stroke rolls into my playing. This literally opened up an entire universe worth of grooves and fills and rudiments and things I never even had a chance at until I really developed solid double stroke rolls. Now, what this video is not going to be is another double stroke roll technique video. There are 5.5 billion of those videos on YouTube that you can go watch that are taught by teachers and players that could blow me out of the water and can teach and explain that far better than I ever could. So if that's what you're looking for, there are plenty of other videos where you can find that. Instead, I just want to give you two things. The two main things that you need to be focusing on to help get you to a place where you are playing super clean, solid, open, and even double strokes. Now, I will just quickly mention, if there was a technique video I was going to recommend, or one that really helped me work through all the details, check out a guy by the name of Gordy Knudtson. I think that's how his last name's said, but I will link a video of his in the description. Go check this guy out. He has so many technique videos breaking down what he calls the open close or push-pull technique, and that technique video really helped me out, and some of those principles are what I'm going to be alluding to today. So maybe that you could go back and watch those and get the framework and the idea, and that would help you understand kind of the foundation of where I'm coming from. So number one, the first thing and really the most important thing that you need to be honing in on and putting all of your focus and attention on, that is going to be the difference maker between like a buzz roll and a really dirty, sloppy attempt at a double stroke, an open, even, clean double strokes, is open space to snap your fingers. Open space to snap your fingers. Unless you're going to play two strokes with just wrist strokes only, the only way that you are going to get a powerful second stroke that matches your first wrist stroke, or the first stroke of when you throw the stick down, is by having space for your fingers to catch the stick and snap it back into your hand, creating the second stroke. Now, having proper technique of how to hold the stick and rebound strokes, I would definitely encourage you, if you don't know what I'm talking about or don't have a firm grasp of those things, to look up some technique videos of those and get an understanding of what that is, because those things will then allow us to understand that when I throw the stick down with my wrist stroke initially, I have to allow space for the stick to rebound or respond, so that then my fingers can catch the stick as it's rebounding and snap it back to my hand to give me that second stroke. If you'll watch what my hand's doing, when I throw the stick down, I'm then opening my fingers up to allow space for the stick to rebound. And when it does that, I'm then snapping my fingers closed on the stick, and that is creating the second stroke for me. There has to be both space for the stick to rebound so that I can catch it with my fingers, and then I have to have a powerful snap with my fingers to create that stroke. Proper technique and strong fingers and hands and forearms that have been developed can even help me get good, clean sounding doubles on something like a floor tom that don't have much rebound. So one exercise you can do literally is to just sit and practice throwing the stick down and allowing your hand to come open while the stick rebounds, and then snapping your fingers closed. You could even do something of trying to make the second stroke when you snap your fingers shut and shut the stick in, to try and make the second stroke louder than the first. Now, the second most important thing that you need to be focusing on is really for the person that is like me, that thinks I just need to find one more principle. I need to find one more lesson. I need to find the one missing link, the one missing thing that I just don't have, which is why my double strokes don't sound this good. And really, it's the unwritten rule. The second most important thing, the second thing you need to focus on is just time. Give yourself time. The reality is, if you are starting out and teaching yourself proper technique and you're just starting from the foundation, or maybe you're trying to correct improper technique, you need to give yourself time, because your hands, all the muscles in your hands and your fingers and your forearm and even in your brain are trying to learn a new skill and to control your fingers to do something that maybe in a way they never have before. And I was so quick to get so frustrated with myself when I couldn't play doubles at 500 BPM the day after I started working on them. And I was so quick to think, oh, well, I'm missing something. I need to watch something else. I need to learn something else. And it wasn't that at all. I had the technique. I knew all the stuff I needed to know. I just needed to give myself the time to practice it, to learn it, for my brain to learn it, for my muscles to get comfortable with it. I still feel like my double strokes, speed and technique and everything, power could improve, but being where I'm at to where I was has taken me years of time just behind the pad, behind the kit, being intentional, of just continuing to work away and chip away. And this, like so many other things, is not an overnight thing. You have got to give your muscles, your body, your brain, all of it time to develop so that you can develop the power you need to gain the speed and the control that you need. And really, I think I shorted myself a little bit on how much quicker I could have had good, solid, even sounding double strokes, because I was quick to jump off the ship of consistency and commitment to just practicing what I knew and what I had learned and giving myself and everything the time to develop. So just stick with it. Don't give up. If you can't play them like your favorite player overnight or by next week, keep working at it, keep practicing at it. The key is playing them right and playing them consistently, and over time you will see the results that you are after. So I hope this helped you and informed you, but also just encouraged you, because anything worth having is worth the work. And if you're willing to put in the time and to put in the work with the knowledge and the things that you've gained, you will see the results you're after. If videos like these are helpful for you and you enjoy this kind of content, would you like and would you subscribe to the channel? I would even love to hear your feedback in the comments section of how specifically this helped you, or maybe even something else that you would like to learn. So keep playing, keep drumming, and we'll see you in the next one.